This is the best experience with your host Nick Best and the Angry Dad. And before we get into today's episode, I'd like to thank Barbell Apparel, premium athletic wear engineered for performance with a tailored athletic fit, refined clothing for an athletic body type. Use the link in the notes at barbell.com/best. Evolution Athletics, supportive gear owned by Brian Shaw, 4-time World's Strongest Man. We believe in our athletes and supporting the journeys towards greatness. You can get hooked up at evolutions.com. First Phorm, our mission is to help real people get real long-term results. And if you want to be coached, if you want to be trained, if you want to have Nick show up to an event that you are hosting, well, guess what? You can all do that in the link. Get hooked up, fill out the forms, and we'll get back to you. All right, now let's get right into today's show. For those who are watching and those who aren't watching, if you can see, Nick is in a very different place today. He is live.
Yeah, out on location in Seattle, the beautiful Seattle, Washington. Yeah,
how's the weather, Nick?
It's actually warm. It's probably about 80 degrees out here today. It's a beautiful sunny day. As you can see, I'm sitting out here at the edge of the pier, right at the base of the Ferris wheel. Just kind of really neat in the bay. We just had the clam chowder bowls here. That was amazing. Nice. So it's a good day. Just out on a family vacation, and we've just been running ragged the last few weeks. So I wanted to make sure it took some time and got this done today.
Nice. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. You know, I actually used to live across the Puget Sound. I used to live in Bremerton, and I also lived in Shelton County. So that's like not too far. Cool. Just a hop, skip, and a jump away on the ferry. I've been to Seattle many a time, so like it's definitely a beautiful area right where you're at.
Oh, it's gorgeous out here today. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, we're heading out to in to visit some friends and stuff and go hang out with them.
Nice, nice.
We're going to Crescent Bar, so that's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely be a lot of fun. Nick, let's catch everybody up because literally this last couple of weeks have been ridiculously hectic for you, ridiculously hectic for me. We've been doing and shooting and recording. Yeah. There's so many things that we touch base. But one of the main things I want to say before we start, hey, Trey, if you're listening to this, hey, thank you for sticking with us and doing all the content that we've created that entire week. So, you know what I'm saying? Look out for more content with Trey.
Yep. There's going to be even more. So it's good stuff.
Oh, very good stuff.
I'm still reeling from that burrito eating contest.
Oh, yeah, that burrito. Hey, we ate. The video was in there. We ate basically 5-pound, 2-foot-long burrito. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it was one hell of a eat.
You inhaled it. I ate
6 minutes.
And Trey struggled through it.
You know what I'm saying? We all put it down, though, at the end of the day.
Yeah, we did. We all got it down. So
that's it.
And then I didn't want to eat for the whole next day and a half. So
exactly. Pushing the limits of pure strength.
Yeah. But it was kind of crazy. You were out, we were filming and just doing stuff all week, and then we got to go to the slap, so that was kind of neat, you know.
Power slap
with
the
power
Rumble.
Slap too. Yeah. So that was a lot of fun.
That actually led into a few things too.
It did. So coolest part about all of it was getting to meet Dana White, and then got to be on Steve Kuko's radio show last night, so that was kind of cool. So it's been busy. And then the Slap podcast as well.
Yeah, Slap News.
Got to go on there and talk about training and what I would do for training for Slap and kind of the rules, stuff like that. But that was pretty neat. And they're like, "Well, would you do it?" And I'm like, "I'll do it for $1 million."
You know what I'm saying? I'll sign that contract.
I go, but other than that, no.
Exactly. As long as I get I go first every single time.
Yeah, exactly.
And for those, go ahead, brother.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, for those who don't know, there are a lot of rules to that, and we got to learn those firsthand.
Yeah, there's a lot of rules to it, and your feet can't leave the ground. So if like your heels come up on a slap, you lose a point. They deduct a point, and it's a 10. It's kind of like boxing where it's a 10-9 round, and then if you lose a point, that makes it 8. So it makes it really hard. And then basically the non-title fights are 3 rounds and the title fights are 5 rounds, which is kind of good because the other organizations, like they had one of the guys that were champion, and he had a 27-round fight. So they got slapped 27 times because nobody could knock each other out.
That's
so,
it, 27 concussions.
Yeah, so it's actually good that they limited them to 5 for the championship rounds and 3 for that. So I think they're going to clean up the sport pretty good for them. And, you know, I think it's so much different to watch in person. I mean, you guys, it's just nuts.
Oh yeah, it's an appreciation that because it's a gimmick. It's something that's like outlandish to the regular people. But the thing is once you're actually there and you see the structure and you see it going on, it is tremendously fun.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely. And it's kind of neat because you're up there about 4.5 feet in the air too. There's no rails on the things, so
yeah,
they want to make sure they catch the guys before they go over the edge.
You know, and that's one of the things too is like you got to actually participate on the stage in a demo run because the collaboration between World's Strongest Man and Power Slap was there because we Evan Singleton, Trey Mitchell were actually catchers for the super heavyweights.
Yeah, so I got to step in and be the super heavyweight they caught, and I mean, granted, the guy who they had to catch was 170 pounds more than me. It's still pretty cool. But it's good
a slap for cash, and he definitely got slapped for that cash.
Oh, he got slapped and knocked out. found out he's not hitting smaller people.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he actually has to follow the rules, and guess what? The rules were just not in his favor.
No, he just couldn't get the power on the slaps. And then he was also slapping people that were closer to his size, and it just didn't turn out too well for him.
And that's it. Yeah, like I said, it was a tremendous week. Just going to the Power Slap, doing all the content, hanging out with Trey, hanging out with Evan. Like it was literally like a 12-hour day every single day for us. Like we were first thing in the morning, and man, it was just one fun thing right after another. Because like I said, the one thing is we actually got to spend the majority of the week at Dragon's Lair, and I can't wait till when I come back to actually see the new setup.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool when he gets that room set up all the way. I can't wait. It's almost done now, so I'll probably go over there and train next week when I get back. So that should be pretty cool. And it's always good seeing Flex and those guys. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Plus, it's just neat when you get that many people around you.
Yeah, and it was one of the greatest things.
Might have to go for 800 that day.
Just saying.
Go ahead.
And one of the things, the one thing at Dragon's Lair that was absolutely epic is everyone's got to remember when you fly into Vegas, Dragon's Lair is a destination, and the thing about that destination is you will run into some of the most amazing people there because while we were there, AEW was there. We got to see the Big Show. We got to see Billy Gunn, Dustin Rhodes. We missed a lot more of the people that were there because I definitely wish I would have seen Jeff Jarrett, and I definitely wish I would have seen MFJ, but the entire crew from AEW was there training, and that just lets you know that's the kind of destination place this is.
Yeah, and I feel bad because I kind of fanboyed Dustin Rhodes because he really was a pivotal point in my career, and most people don't realize this. I don't even think he realized it at the time, but I was my son was 1. And I was looking at getting into professional wrestling, and it was before I had started Strongman. And I had probably an hour's conversation with him at the Gold's Gym that was out there at the time. And it was really neat because he's like, look, man, these guys travel 300 plus days a year. So if you got a child, you're never going to see him. And he was talking about like Arn Anderson and a few of the other guys, and like they have kids, they can give them the world, but the kids don't really spend a whole lot of time with them because they weren't there. They missed literally everything in their lives. And that was really important to me. So it put me back on the world of strength and then getting into World's Strongest Man. If not, I could have went into professional wrestling back then, and I wouldn't have been going to World's Strongest Man 10 times or breaking the world records in powerlifting that I've broken, or be on the show.
Or definitely be a different career path.
Yeah, I was very appreciative of that lecture that he gave me. It steered me in the right direction for me. So it was awesome.
Yeah, and he was very cool, very humble. Took pictures with all of us. You know, that's the one thing I love about wrestlers is the majority of the wrestlers out there, they understand, just like how you are with every fan. They do the exact same thing. They pay it forward because it's like, without you guys, guess what? We wouldn't have this amazing career.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
So it's really neat. So man, it was really special to me. And then Paul being right there when I hit that 771.
You know what I'm saying? Looking at you like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Exactly. He's like, I don't understand what you're doing, but okay.
Yeah. And then, go ahead.
No, I was saying, and even with the continuing of the day, you guys got in a solid training day with Joe Sullivan, squatting some serious weight.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Joey with no knee wraps on, squatting like 700, like it's nothing.
You know what I'm saying? But even with that being said, 2 articles were written by Barbend, by our good friend Roger Lockridge, which,
thank you, Roger.
Go check out Barbend. Yeah, go check out his article. I'll put a link in the note for that article. But then Breaking Muscle also put out a beautiful article about the same thing, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You just having a training session makes the news. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the kind of stuff that you're doing. You know, it's like I said, it's earth shattering, but it blows my mind sometimes because I was there, we were recording it, and it made the news.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, you're pretty good at recording things, so thank you.
Yeah, just a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Without you, this doesn't happen. So thanks, Ben.
No worries, brother.
And then I start a new hobby that ends up being a hobby that pays.
That's it.
So, it was crazy. I went and talked to Chris at Range 702, and I was like, I'd like to intern here because I'd like to learn everything that I can about guns, and the best way to do that is to work at a gun range because all they do is shoot guns. They shoot, Barrett 50 cals, they shoot Deagles or Desert Eagles, they shoot Smith & Wesson 500s, MP5, the Quadzilla, M4s. You name it, they got it. There's a fully suppressed MP5 there that's just like shooting candy. Oh my God, it's so much fun. Yeah. But she's like, nah, we can't really have you intern. It's dangerous. I'd have to put you on the books, but you can come here whenever you want. And I was like, sweet. So I started doing that and ended up, going in there, 6 times already. So it's pretty cool. And I've learned more about shooting guns and gun safety in the last 10 days than I think I knew my whole entire life. It's amazing how much you realize you didn't really know till you really know. So it's just neat, And
for those who know, 702 is another destination spot in Las Vegas. People do go there to shoot. You get a package, and guess what? Even if you go, you might get Nick there shooting with you because there's got to be supervision. They're going to walk you in, and once again, always practice gun safety. Even though you might think you know it, go through it again because it's that important.
Yeah, we go through it. We do all the work. We set up the gun. We hand it to them, get them set up, get their positioning, make sure everything's downrange and they're on the target and stuff, and then when they're ready, let them shoot. So it's a lot of fun. I'm having a ball with it, and then I'm learning.
Also, you work with a great team. You have a great team over there. Like I've heard nothing but great things from you about them.
Colton, it's just and Jeff, and just everybody. They're Paul. Everybody there is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
That's it. And I'll put a link to their Instagram so you guys can check it out because guess what? That's something you need to follow. And when you're in Vegas, guess what? There's 2 and they're not even that far from each other. Dragon's Lair, 702 are actually pretty close.
Yeah, they're about 2 miles apart, if that. If that.
So, and it's literally close to the Strip too. That's the great part about it. Yeah. Because most people want to go to the Strip. Guess what? Not that far of an Uber.
Yeah, it's right there by Raiders Stadium, by Atlanta, or by Atlanta Stadium.
That's it.
So it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely cool. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and even right now, like you're on vacation, we're still getting this podcast out. Last week's podcast, guess what? It was a holiday weekend. We don't want to work. We want to enjoy ourselves. Well, guess what? And we got to at least do today's and get it knocked out because you know what? That's how dedicated we were. We don't want to work on our vacation days and the holidays, but you know what? We do it for you guys.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is I'm still going to get training in. They got a small little gym out there. So I'll go in, I'll get some work in, and then just go mess around and swim in the river and jump off cliffs and stuff all week and just spend time with the family and stuff like that. But we got to get this done. So we got it done.
You know what I'm saying? We knock it out. You know, we like I said, we just want to give you guys a little update, a little what's going on. That we're busy, we're working, we're creating content, and you know what? That's the best part about what we get to do, because without you guys, we wouldn't be able to actually make any of this great stuff. So we just want to let our fans know. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
It. And Nick, give our listeners those beautiful, beautiful words.
Well, if you like this, please share, subscribe, and follow. And as always, train hard, train smart, and be the best you can be.